I create curriculum and I do emotional intelligence workshops in high schools, because you think of the things that we learn when we're in school, it is not how to manage our emotions.
No, it's not.
Right. And in the adolescent years, do you remember how you were feeling? You have your first crush, your first boyfriend, and then, people are bullying you.
Yeah.
And we're not equipping our children with tools on how to keep their confidence and their self-worth.
Yeah, we're not equipping ourselves as adults on how to keep our confidence.
Yes.
Really.
Yes.
You spoke in one of your pieces about freedom.
Yes.
What does freedom look like?
Yes.
What does freedom sound like? What does freedom feel like? So I want to ask you that. What does freedom look, sound, and feel like?
So freedom to me is going into spaces and just being in my essence. Not checking to see who's seeing me, not checking to see how they're receiving me, just fully being me and understanding that that is what that space needs, wherever it is. So that's what freedom is to me. Not putting restrictions or boundaries on myself. I'm limitless, and so are you.
And so are you.
Yeah, and so are you.
We're all limitless. You talked a lot about ancestors.
Yes.
How do we hear our ancestors, and why do we need to? Like, who cares?
We need to care. Okay. We need to care because they have been here before us, and there's certain keys and information that they have specifically for our journey, especially for Black people. In Africa, before we came here, our rituals and our ceremonies are always centered around our ancestors. There's a reverence there. And the amount of blood that was shed.
Yeah.
And we have not been remembered on purpose. And no one is going to remember us unless we start remembering us, the ones that came before us.
Excellent. Yeah. How do we hear them?
You sit.
You be still.
You be still. You be still. Or sometimes you dance. You dance and you just strip down and you just allow yourself to
get naked?
Why not? It's your natural state.
It is. Until I look in the mirror. You got me over here doing all kind of surgery. Until I look in the mirror. That's not natural. What have you heard the ancestors say?
What I've heard my ancestors say is, you are enough, dear one. You don't need to try anymore, and you don't need to do. Everything in your life is set up and lined up for you. And we're just waiting for you to recognize that so you can open up and allow those things to come in.
Ooh.